Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today via tape delay from the home of the Laurel Highlands High School boys soccer team here at Mustang Field. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs take on the Southmoreland Scotties. Hi everybody, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupin. We welcome you aboard for tonight's high school boys soccer game. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupin. We'll be back with the lineups for both teams after these messages. Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950. It has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies, including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Every person who's been injured, when they come in, has an expectation that their case is important, and it is to us. We take these cases very seriously.
So that experience that we have is unique also because we have experience in these communities, in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg, in these court systems.
You don't have to go to Pittsburgh to be represented by attorneys who don't know their way around your community.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Brian Morozak back here at Mustang Field. Laurel Highlands hosting Southmoreland High School boys soccer here on the South Union Township Sports Network. I'm now going to turn it over to our public address announcer, Barry Rosner, for tonight's starting lineups.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the campus of Laurel Highlands Senior High School and Mustang Field, where tonight the Mustangs of Laurel Highlands is hosting the Scotties of Southmoreland, a boys varsity soccer game. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to direct your attention now down to the soccer field and the 50-yard line as we meet tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for our visitors, the Southmoreland Scotties under the head coaching of Jeremy Nemick. Here is his starting lineup. A senior, number 30, Colin McCoy. A senior, number 22, Austin Cummings. A senior, number 10, Noah Kinter. A senior, number 9, Kevin Barnhart. A senior, number 6, Hunter Fletcher. A junior, number 25, Brandon Mehall. A junior, number 33, Nick Formato. A junior, number 19, Brendan Moore. A junior, number 14, Jake Van Arsdale. A junior, number 3, Andrew Rodriguez. And a junior, the goalkeeper, Alec DeWitt. And now the starting lineup for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Under the head coaching of Jerry Rogers and assisted by Jerry Rogers, here is their starting lineup. A senior, 00, Jason Cooper. A junior, number 7, Colby Livingston. A junior, number 18, Patrick Hickle. A sophomore, number 8, Matt Phillips. A sophomore, number 3, Joey Lemansky. A sophomore, number 33, Carson Seaman. A sophomore, number 1, Manuel Oliveras. A sophomore, number 13, Carson D'Amico. A sophomore, number 16, Matt Lucas. A freshman, number 25, Harry Radcliffe. And a senior, goalkeeper, Evan McClay. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask if you would to please rise. And gentlemen, we ask if you would to please remove your hats in honor of our United States of America and the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And good luck to both teams.
And we'll be back with the star of tonight's match right after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Just about set to go here at Mustang Field. Laurel Highlands hosting Southmoreland High School boys soccer here on the South Union Township Sports Network. The Mustangs enter this match 2-2 overall, 1-1 in Section 3 3A play, coached by Jerry Rogers in his fifth year. The Southmoreland Scotties 1-3 overall, 1-1 in Section 3 and 2A, coached by Jeremy Nemec. Storylines coming in, of course, is a non-conference tune-up for both teams. Laurel Highlands won their conference opener over Uniontown 7-2, but lost last time out against Trinity 4-0. Southmoreland, they were shut out in their opening three games, but responded with a 10-0 win in their last match over Washington. We're underway as the Mustangs work left to right across your television or computer monitors here in the first half. 2 40-minute halves for this non-conference soccer match here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Brandon Mihal playing it down the near side, and Noah Kinter had it taken away by the Mustangs' Matt Phillips. Now a little battle here through the midfield as Andrew Rodriguez picks things up momentarily there for Southmoreland. Mustangs back on the ball on the far side. Laurel Highlands playing their traditional 4-4-2 here today with Oliveras and Livingston up top. Joey Lemansky back for a second straight game in the lineup after missing the opening three due to an injury in the midfield, along with Matt Phillips, Matt Lucas, and Harry Radcliffe. Of course, Lucas missed the match here against Uniontown after picking up a red card in the preceding match. And Jason Cooper, Carson D'Amico, Patrick Hickle, and Carson Seaman in the back for the Mustangs, with Evan McLeay in goal. The Mustangs with 2 seniors, 2 juniors, 6 sophomores, and 1 freshman in their starting 11 here today. The Southmoreland Scotties with 5 seniors and 6 juniors, with Noah Kinter expected to be up top, and Southmoreland expected to mix about 6 players through the midfield as Laurel Highlands looks for an early cross here and poked out of the zone by Andrew Rodriguez and played back forward there to Tyler Dunn, and Dunn just must have entered the match. He was not in our original starting 11 here today for the Scotties, unless there was a last-minute change. But Dunn is out there for Southmoreland, junior midfielder wearing number 7. Mustangs back on the ball. There's Lucas. Off of the near side to the freshman Harry Radcliffe. Touches it over to Colby Livingston, trying to spin into the box, but well defended there by the Scotties. Little poke out. And back on the near wing again to Brendan Mehall. Mehall back through center. Little touch ahead. Misplayed there by Kinter, but Mehall able to regain down the near side with a little bit of speed. Mehall into the box looking for a cross. And a little poke there, allowing D'Amico to clear it back down to Harry Radcliffe here on the Laurel Highlands side. We've played just over 2 minutes. Laurel Highlands and Southmoreland scoreless early on. Here's Lucas trying to go crossfield far side. Bodied down there by Colin McCoy for Southmoreland. Chip back ahead to Brendan Mehall on his horse. But the ball will go back to Evan McLeay. Back to the Scotties lineup. Hunter Fletcher, Kevin Barnhart, Jack Van Arnsdale, Brendan Moore, Brendan Mehall, and Colin McCoy all expected to see time through the midfield today. Andrew Rodriguez, Austin Cummings, and Nick Formato in the back. We've already seen Tyler Dunn in the Southmoreland lineup, so try to check and see whose place Dunn took. And, of course, Alex DeWitt, the junior keeper for the Southmoreland Scotties. If you remember back a few years, these two teams actually met in the first round of the WPIAL playoffs. I believe that game played up at Norwin High School. Mustangs victorious in that match as Livingston tries to break into the box. It goes back to Alex DeWitt. These two schools traditionally, at least over the last 5 years or so, have scheduled each other in non-conference matches, being relatively close to one another. A little push there, and that will get called on Tyler Dunn. That'll be a free kick here for the Mustangs with 36-23 left here in the first half. D'Amico looking for Radcliffe, but no one home. Ball out of play. A throw in here for Mato and the Southmoreland Scotties. Laurel Highlands has won 3 straight in this series. Last Southmoreland win over the Mustangs back in 2015. We mentioned Laurel Highlands did defeat Southmoreland in the first round of the WPIAL playoffs back in 2014. So these programs certainly familiar with one another. And like the Mustangs, Southmoreland in the WPIAL playoffs a season ago, they lost to South Park in the first round of the playoffs. Another errant pass here on the near wing intended for Radcliffe. Going out of play, and another Southmoreland throw-in taken by Formato. Nick sends it in off the back there of Brandon Mehall, bodied back down by D'Amico. He'll touch there from Lucas, back to Radcliffe. Rodriguez, a little pressure there for Southmoreland, and down goes Manuel Oliveras. Early foul here, and Laurel Highlands will have a nice scoring opportunity here from about 34 yards out. The Mustangs, by the way, without Ian Hamilton tonight. Hamilton picked up a red card in the Mustangs' last match at Trinity on Thursday night as Lucas sends that high and wide. It'll be a goal kick here for Southmoreland. We expect these two teams to have a close match here today, just looking at their year-to-date season results. Certainly inconsistent on both sides. The Mustangs with that opening win over Bentworth before losing to Altoona. Bounced back with a win over Uniontown before losing to Trinity. We mentioned Southmoreland, 3 straight shutout losses against Obama Academy, Ringgold, and Charleroi. Scores of 3-0, 3-0, and 4-0, but won last time out 10-0 over Washington High School. So both Laurel Highlands and Southmoreland have been inconsistent so far this season. We'll see what transpires here tonight. Here's Mehall trying to work back into the Mustang zone. We'll touch back there from Tyler Dunn. Off to Noah Kinter, and they actually have Kinter more positioned in the midfield, trying to set up a run here for Tyler Dunn, who appears to be up top in this Scotties formation here tonight against the Mustangs. And Dunn battling D'Amico, ruled there off of Carson and out. And Dunn will get another throw and just a little lob into Brandon Mehall, but the Mustangs win the ball back there with Harry Radcliffe. Radcliffe down the field there to Matt Lucas. Lucas a little touchdown on the far side. That's Joey Lemansky. We mentioned Lemansky back in the Mustangs lineup. Has grown a couple of inches since last season. Lemansky would get lost out there as a freshman. But sprouting up a little bit, actually playing with a cast on that left hand. Again, that caused him to miss the opening 3 matches of the season. Will cross out in front. And no one home there for Southmoreland. And talking to Laurel Highlands assistant Jerry Rogers Jr. before the start of the match,
He was discussing the Mustangs' 4-0 loss against Trinity last time out and said on the opening 2 goals against the Hillers, the Mustangs defenders off of crosses left men unmarked in the box and said, hey, if we're going to win games, especially in the conference, we can't allow that to happen. And things expected to be very tight in the Mustangs conference so far this season. Of course, Bell Vernon at the top of the table, 5-0 overall, 2-0 in conference play. Bell Vernon will pay a visit to Laurel Highlands High School this coming Thursday. A match we'll bring to you here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Ball rolled out of play there on the far side. Of course, those two schools have developed quite the rivalry between each other over the last few years, but Bell Vernon certainly will be the favorite going in this coming Thursday night. Scotty's fired in here to Andrew Rodriguez. Rodriguez a little lob. Closest Scotty in the vicinity there was Brendan Moore as it goes out of play and back over to Laurel Highlands. But the surprise, at least early on in the season, has been Albert Gallatin. Albert Gallatin 4-0 overall, 1-0 in conference play. They certainly have a tough match tonight against the Ringgold team that played a very tough non-conference schedule. They sit at 2-3 overall, but 1-1 in the conference. But Ringgold expected to be among one of the contenders for the conference championship this year in the conference. But the impressive thing against Albert Gallatin, and talking to their head coach Tim Flecker, he said, yes, our schedule's been a little bit weak early on in the season, but they have not conceded a goal through 4 matches. Had a 3-0 win over Brownsville, 1-0 over Beth Center, 2-0 over Greensburg-Salem, and shut out Carrick 4-0 last time out. So that at least has to give the Mustangs a little momentum. Entering tonight's match against Ringgold, they'll travel to Uniontown coming up on Thursday, and Laurel Highlands and Albert Gallatin will meet here at Laurel Highlands High School on September the 17th. We were talking earlier on in the season about teams the Mustangs might have to beat out for a playoff spot. I think Albert Gallatin's certainly in the discussion there. I'll be interested to see the results of that Albert Gallatin-Ringgold match tonight. That'll really show how strong the Colonials are here in 2019. Here tonight we've played just over 9 minutes. Southmoreland and Laurel Highlands still scoreless. Scotty's little touch ahead there from Kinter on the run. That's Tyler Dunn. And broken up, coming back there, Jason Cooper and Patrick Hickle defending, allowing the Mustangs keeper Evan McLay to get control of the ball. Back forward again to Matt Phillips. Phillips, a little backside pressure there from Brendan Moore. And it's been nip and tuck here in the opening 10 minutes at Mustang Field on this very warm and muggy Tuesday night. Temperature at the start of the match, 84 degrees. Temps expected to be warm all week here in southwestern Pennsylvania. Another battle just outside the box. Won there by the Mustangs. Radcliffe forward again there to Lucas trying to spin back, but Rodriguez steps in there for Southmoreland trying to make the run ahead, but broken up on the Mustangs back line there by Patrick Hickle. Sent ahead by Radcliffe, looking for Oliveras, headed back out by Jake Van Arnsdale. Van Arnsdale down to Noah Kinter. Kinter will work it back over to Andrew Rodriguez, and we've certainly seen Jeremy Nemec mix up his lineup here early on. He told us that before the start of the match. He said, my guys move all around. About the only thing you won't see is Alex DeWitt, my keeper, playing forward. Other than that, everything else is fair game out there tonight. Ball out of play. Goal kick here for Evan McLean. It's a rare non-conference match around the WPIAL tonight. There's a nice little lob intended there for Oliveras. And well defended, protecting the ball. Van Arnsdale sending it back to Alec DeWitt up in the Mustangs Conference in Section 3 and 3A. Of course, we mentioned the Ringgold Rams at Albert Gallatin tonight. Trinity at Bell Vernon should be a fun match there. And Uniontown at Greensburg-Salem. Scotty's again down the near wing again to Mihal, trying to work around Hickle. A little cross out in front. It was headed there by Tyler Dunn, but went wide. And now back outside the box. Matt Phillips able to touch it along there to Joey Lemansky. Lemansky off to Colby Livingston. First time we've called Colby's name in this match. Off to Lucas. Lucas trying to create down the near side. Lucas on a little cross, going all the way through and out. Did have Lemansky cutting on the far post. And a goal kick here for Southmoreland. So we've played almost 12 minutes. Southmoreland and Laurel Highlands still scoreless. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay. Nice to have you along with us here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Mustangs trying to set up another rush here with Seaman. Over to Radcliffe. Back to Carson. Carson top of the box. Touches it over to Oliveras. Oliveras a little poke. Well defended there by Formato. And Formato knocking it out of play will be a Laurel Highlands corner kick. That will be Harry Radcliffe taking this corner. Radcliffe a little lob going over the head of both Joey Lemansky and Carson Seaman. Now to play on the far side. Throw in here for Southmoreland. The Scotties send it out in front of their bench. We've played almost 13 minutes here at Mustang Field. A float there from Rodriguez, sent back by Jason Cooper. And knocked out of play. Now we'll see a substitution here on the Southmoreland side, as checking out will be Tyler Dunn.
Into the game for Southmoreland.
Into the match number 9, Kevin Barnhart. So it looks like that was maybe the last-minute change in the starting lineup. Barnhart did not get the start. It was Tyler Dunn getting a last-minute start for Jeremy Nemick's squad. Now Barnhart in the match for the first time. And the Mustangs on the ball. Here with Carson D'Amico. Off to Matt Lucas. Down on the near wing to Harry Radcliffe, making a little room. Here's Harry Radcliffe, top of the box. Radcliffe staying with it. Radcliffe maybe looking for a cross, but finally losing possession there on the run to Jake Van Arnsdale. Slide tackle. Back there for the Mustangs, Matt Lucas. Throw in here for Formato in Southmoreland. Lob through Rodriguez onto the feet of Noah Kinter. Played back again by the Mustangs off the shoulder there of Colin McCoy. And out off of Carson Seaman. The Mustangs getting set to make a couple of changes as well on their next throw-in opportunity. Scotties again settle it down. Van Arnsdale, pass intercepted there by Matt Phillips. Phillips a little switch back off of Andrew Rodriguez. Over to Matt Lucas, sends a man ahead. That's Joey Lemansky. Lemansky trying to track that one down, but that pass too far and out of play for a goal kick here for Southmoreland. The Mustangs to make a pair of changes. Will step aside for quick timeouts. Southmoreland and Laurel Highlands scoreless here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
We're back here at Laurel Highlands High School through 15 minutes. Still looking for the first goal of the night. As Alex DeWitt takes the goal kick, sending it down to Brandon Mihal. Reset there to Kevin Barnhart and back to Andrew Rodriguez again. Rodriguez on the long lob down to Brandon Moore out of his range and out of play. Yeah, throw in here for Carson Seaman. Seaman looking there for Nico Johns, who just entered the match for the first time tonight for the Mustangs. Johns off to a nice start this season through 4 matches, 2 goals and an assist for the Mustangs. So far, Colby Livingston leading the way in the scoring department as far as goals scored this year for Laurel Highlands with 3. The goals have been a little tough to come by. The Mustangs have been blanked in 2 of their 4 matches so far this year. Did score 7 against Uniontown and certainly had a back and forth match against Bentworth. They eventually pulled out a 4-3 win. Livingston for the first of the night here, just sending it wide. A little turn and shoot there from Colby Livingston. Coming close on that strike. This match remaining scoreless between Laurel Highlands and Southmoreland. And now a quick re-entry here for Southmoreland as Tyler Dunn checks back into the match. The junior sees time at both the midfield and forward position. Has done a nice job here in the opening minutes as Oliveras stripped there by Formato. And Oliveras maybe a little pull down there on Nick. Was not called. Would this be a throw in here for Formato and the Scotties? Mustangs on a quick reset, trying to get over to Oliveras, but stepping in there again is Tyler Dunn. Dunn playing solid. Over to Colin McCoy. Tries to get around Oliveras. Resets to Formato down the near side. Little touch pass was down on the same page there as Kevin Barnhart. Ball goes out of play. Laurel Highlands will reset here with Carson D'Amico. I guess it was granted there to Oliveras on the quick reset. Back to Lucas. Just fires that one high from about 40 yards out. Lucas, a lot of pace on that one. Just sent it a little high. One of those surprise me shots. And we've seen even early on in the season. We even saw it during the Laurel Highlands girls match the other night. Sometimes those surprise me shots can end up being goals. Saw one of those in the Laurel Highlands girls 3-1 win over Greensburg-Salem. We'll have the Mustang girls in action against Uniontown coming up tomorrow night. We'll tape their next match. That play whistled down. Free kick here for Southmoreland. Scotties were intending to send it up the field there to Noah Kinter. Got knocked down. Brendan Marzano into the match on the Laurel Highlands side. Able to get a piece of that ball. Reset it back to Seaman and now Harry Radcliffe. Radcliffe, a little soft pass on the far side. Mustangs, again, keep possession there with Nico Johns. Nico sends it back down, looking to come forward there again to Seaman. Carson Seaman, touchdown near side. Harry Radcliffe, a little bit of operating room. Radcliffe crosses back far side, goes through Livingston and out of play. It was set up well, but the Mustangs unable to finish the play, and this match remains scoreless through almost 19 minutes. That's where the Mustangs really missed that true finisher they've had over the last couple of seasons. Guys like Colby Davis, no longer here at Laurel Highlands. And the Mustangs looking for that next man to step up. Be the one to make those finishes on those scoring opportunities like we just saw. On the defensive line again is Jason Cooper. Cooper lining it ahead through Oliveras. Radcliffe trying to chase it down. Goes on the Scotties back line. A little misplay there from Van Arsdale, giving Oliveras a little chance on a little sidewinder. That's saved there by Alex DeWitts. He pushes forward again to Van Arsdale. Knocked down there by the Mustangs' Brendan Marzano. Scotties with possession momentarily before Lucas finds the loose ball again there for the Mustangs. Matt Lucas on the chip. Radcliffe on the cut forward. Radcliffe on sides has it knocked out of play by Formato. Another Mustang corner kick as we move into the final 20 minutes of this opening half. Once again, Harry Radcliffe to take the corner kick here for the Mustangs. A little line drive. It's pinballing around, but controlled there by the Scotties' Noah Kinter. Kinter trying to break out. Played back there by Radcliffe. Lob top of the 18. Marzano knocks it down. Headed back there by Van Arsdale onto the feet of Noah Kinter. Kinter trying to come forward. Nice little step in there from Patrick Hickle. Knocked down again by Tyler Dunn. Scrum continues. Radcliffe touch ahead. Oliveras. Manuel Oliveras just sending it wide. Well, too much hook on that shot. Like one of my 3 irons out there, just going wide. Alec DeWitt will put it back down for another goal kick. Livingston trying to spin back. Colby Livingston top of the 18. Resets, old touchback. Lucas, a little bit of open space. Fakes a shot, comes forward. Lucas still with it. Here's Matt Lucas, crosses out in front, and again, knocked out of play there by Colin McCoy. But the Mustangs buzzing here over the last couple of minutes, looking for the opening goal of the match, and they'll have another corner kick here at the 18:42 mark of the first half. They'll mix things up a little bit this time, as it'll be Matt Lucas to take the corner. Check that. Yes, that was Lucas on the corner kick. Nonetheless, Scotties get possession, and a little pass ahead there from Brandon Moore to himself down the far touchline. Moore coming back on a 2-on-3, crosses out in front, open man, but the pass going a little behind. Brandon Mihal tries to reset, and a little poke just going wide there by Noah Kinter. So the Scotties still got a prime scoring opportunity after the initial pass was behind in the box. Kinter still with an opportunity, sending it wide right of the camera, left as far as McLay saw it. This match remaining scoreless. Marzano, a little touchback there to Nico Johns. Carson Seaman out of his own zone. Lucas spins it ahead to Colby Livingston with a little bit of space down the far wing. Livingston breaking in. Livingston still with it. Crosses out in front. Oliveras is there. Lobs it with the head. Johns cutting in, and a little jump for it there from Alex DeWitt calms things down on the Scotty side. And DeWitt with the boot back to center. Bodied down there by D'Amico. Won back here by Brandon Mihal. And despite the scoreless game, we've seen plenty of action on both sides. These two teams have had their fair share of opportunities, just have not been able to capitalize. D'Amico fires it back in. Lucas battles there with Kevin Barnhart. And the Mustangs to make a trio of substitutions, actually 4 substitutions. And we'll take a quick timeout. Scoreless, Laurel Highlands and Southmoreland here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Joey Lemansky. And number 8, Matt Phillips.
Many people unknowingly have chronic liver disease and discover it during routine blood testing. Possible causes include alcohol, hepatitis C, fatty liver, and iron overload. If left unchecked, this can lead to cirrhosis or severe liver scarring. Offer the latest testing and treatment for chronic liver disease. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920, the area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. Call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
Brian Morozek, Jerry Dupay back here on the South Union Township Sports Network. 16:21 left here in the first half. Laurel Highlands and Southmoreland still scoreless. Jason Cooper lob ahead. New entry into the game for the Mustangs there. Dan Myers able to knock it down. Scotties again resets to Tyler Dunn. Dunn lobbing it over his front line, which now consists of Brandon Mihal and Brendan Moore. The Mustangs have possession there from Carson Seaman. Seaman low ball forward again to Matt Lucas. Lucas with a line drive, partially deflected. Nick Formato battling Manuel Oliveras. Scotties again reset there to Jack Van Arnsdale. Van Arnsdale feeling a little pressure there from Oliveras. Sends it forward. Mustangs get the ball again. Joey Lemansky back into the match. Over to Matt Lucas. Lucas coming ahead. On the far side, that one will go out of play as Carson D'Amico tried to track it down. Goal kick here for Southmoreland. Mentioned Laurel Highlands back in conference play coming up on Thursday against Bell Vernon. Same could be said for the Scotties as they will host Waynesburg. We'll poke their top of the 18. Jake Van Arnsdale forward again there to Tyler Dunn. Trying to free up Brendan Moore, never got his way. Carson Seaman will lob ahead, headed back there by Van Arnsdale. And Van Arnsdale was looking to send it out there to Kevin Barnhart. Got knocked down by Matt Lucas. Lucas working back to his left now with a line drive through Oliveras and out of play. Had both Manuel Oliveras and Nico Johns in the vicinity. Either one could knock the ball down. And we're still looking for our first goal with 14:15 left until halftime. Alex DeWitt back to Noah Kinter. Again, the Mustangs knock it down. Nico Johns. Touch there from Phillips. Off to Lemansky. Johns again. Looking for Joey. Defending there is Kevin Barnhart. Sends it out of play. And Joey Lemansky and Carson Seaman both come over to take the throw. And it will be Carson to take it. Here's Carson Seaman over to Nico Johns. Johns on the little lob, and the cross goes all the way through. On the near side was Dan Myers. He couldn't knock it down. It will be a corner kick. A little hesitation out on the field to determine what the call is going to be, and the Mustangs need to send someone over to take this corner kick. Be a long run here for Matt Phillips, who's now in position. Here we go. Phillips, a little error on that one. Goes through the box, knocked down far side, and the shot from Seaman deflected out of play. Carson had a lot of pace on that one. Scotty's able to break it up. Good job there from Hunter Fletcher on the breakup. Seaman on it again, over to Matt Phillips. A little operating room. Phillips fires that one, deflected off of Noah Kinter. Scotty's done a nice job to block these Mustang shots tonight. Laurel Highlands not able to get too many on goal on Alex DeWitt. Myers fell down, setting up a little rush here from the Scotties. Not going too far as Myers regains, getting a little help there from Patrick Hickle. Sent back to D'Amico, who will lob it out of play over the near touch line and out. And another change here for the Scotties as Nick Formato will get set to
for Southmoreland, number 3.
Send the ball back into play. It's Rodriguez back in, replacing Owen McKnight, who just saw some brief action into the match. Nick, a little lob back into Tyler Dunn. Dunn getting around Matt Phillips, keeping possession of the ball. Tried a low one down the far side there, knocked down by Seaman, off to Joey Lemansky. Seaman again. Carson back into the Southmoreland zone. Dunn all over him. Gonna touch it back to D'Amico, out of play. Which way is it going to go? Will be Southmoreland's ball. Formato on the throw. Through Van Arnsdale, look out. Nico Johns applying the pressure. It gets circulated back there to Hunter Fletcher. Well, miscommunication on that Scotty's back line. Still a little sloppy back there. I'll send it off to Alex DeWitt. Mustangs adding the pressure on. Scotty's looking for control. Lucas getting a piece of that pass that was intended for Noah Kinter. Lucas and Kinter battle. I think they'll get Lucas for a foul. Had a little push there on the shoulder of Kinter. The Scotties will have a free kick. Edge of their own zone. They'll send men ahead. Looking for a scoring opportunity here in the final 11 minutes of this first half. When we talked to Jeremy Nemec, Southmoreland's head coach, who was very non-committal about a formation tonight. We've certainly seen that, players all over the place, which is good when you can have that versatility within your lineup, being able to move guys all around. I saw their lineup, was kind of curious as to what kind of formation they were going to play, initially giving me 6 midfielders. We've seen a little bit of everything. And Tyler Dunn, who wasn't even supposed to be in the opening 11, got the start and has certainly been solid through the midfield, trying to set up another run here down the far sideline. Drive shot just going wide. Great opportunity there for Brendan Moore. With 9:48 left here in the first half, Mustangs make another change.
Number 7, Colby Livingston.
As Colby Livingston re-enters.
Into the game for Laurel Highlands.
Replacing Manuel Oliveras. And also Daniel Grimm seeing his first match action tonight. There's a look at Evan McLean. There's taking over in the offseason for Jacob Soup Campbell, as they called him, who was a great keeper here at Laurel Highlands. A little push call there on Phillips, I believe. Made a little contact there with Colin McCoy. No, it's going to go on McCoy, so the Mustangs get possession. They'll take that one, trying to set it up. Phillips on the play ahead, deflected. Daniel Grimm trying to step in, but it goes back there to Alex DeWitt. He's able to make the corral. And lob it back here to center again. Busy week here at Laurel Highlands as Rodriguez tries to break down. Here's Andrew Rodriguez on the run. Hickle stepping in will slow things down. The 3 straight days of varsity soccer home matches. Again, the Laurel Highlands boys hosting Southmoreland tonight. Girls hosting Uniontown. First of 2 crosstown rivalry games between the 2 rivals, Laurel Highlands and Uniontown. And then the Mustang boys back in action on Thursday, hosting Bell Vernon. All 3 matches here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Corner kick taken here by Dunn. Lob back top of the 18, a low line drive blocked down. That was taken there by Kinter. Deflecting back here to Tyler Dunn again, trying to work around Jason Cooper. Dunn staying with it. Tyler Dunn still on the ball, but Cooper steps back in to break it up. But the Scotties still with possession. Colin McCoy trying to work off to his left. And the Mustangs with a lot of pressure out there. Colby Livingston stepping in along with Nico Johns. It's played back to the Scotties defensive line there. And Hunter Fletcher going low. Mustangs finally find the loose ball, trying to create a little possession time here with 7:37 left before halftime. Rodriguez again on the lob, was a little behind the intended target, but resetting there, Brendan Moore. Moore working down the far wing again, fronted there by both Lemansky and Cooper, and finally has it taken away by Carson Seaman, who sends it off. Forward there again to Nico Johns, back to Lucas, and now Joey Lemansky. Lemansky down the far side, a little hesitation move there around Colin McCoy. Mustangs, nice little run ahead here. Lucas a touch. Off to Johns. No one home there. Just misplayed by Johns. A little miscommunication there on the Mustangs side. D'Amico trying to get possession back. He plays it off to Noah Kinter. That's the one major difference. Of course, the Mustangs lost a group of 10-plus seniors a year ago, and now Livingston trying to add some pressure here top of the box. You just notice the team chemistry not quite there at times. We mentioned leaving some men unmarked against Trinity, and just some errant passes that in past seasons always seem to be there with this young group of Mustangs. We mentioned 6 sophomores, 1 freshman, 2 juniors, and 2 seniors in the starting 11 here today. The chemistry just not there yet. It will be there, and head coach Jerry Rogers Sr. and assistant coach Jerry Rogers Jr. just looking for guys to step up and be the next guy they can look to out there. And still early on in the season, I don't think they've quite found the go-to guys on this Mustang team. We've mentioned the scoring pretty spread around. In fact, 6 Mustangs have scored goals, but no player with more than 3 so far this season. Livingston leading the way. They'll go low on this goal kick to Jake Van Arnsdale, intercepted there by Lucas. Matt Lucas resetting back here to Matt Phillips. Near side, Lucas again. Lucas from 30, and the shot will go high and wide. Lights on in full force now. And sun setting earlier and earlier every night. I think sunset right around 7:30 in southwestern Pennsylvania. We won't see the days start to get longer again until late December. Nice ball here through to Rodriguez. Can never catch up. McLay on the send out. Good aggressive play there for the Mustang keeper. Well drawn up, though, on the Southmoreland side. Just a step or two ahead of Rodriguez, who started the game as a defender, now playing forward for Southmoreland. Knocked down there from Hunter Fletcher. On again to Lucas, forward to Phillips. Low ball looking for their Johns or Livingston, never got through. Broken up coming back here by Noah Kinter. Touchdown by Tyler Dunn. Forward again back through center here to Colin McCoy. Trying to get down the near wing. Mihal was on sides and open, never got his way. Ball goes out of play, and the slowdown will allow the Mustangs to get reset defensively. 4:15 left until halftime. Thrown back in again to Tyler Dunn. The way things are going right now, not going to have much of a scoring recap for you at halftime. Brendan Moore down on the near wing here again to Mihal. Mihal shot blocked again, that time by Carson D'Amico. Formato on the throw-in. A touch there to Van Arnsdale. It's 2-play catch. Van Arnsdale on the lob, one over the head of Brendan Moore. It's a little open space. Kevin Barnhart trying to chase it down. Lemansky defending. Sent ahead, back into the box. Rodriguez is there. D'Amico trying to turn it back here on the Laurel Highlands side and sends it out of play. So once again, Rodriguez getting some scoring opportunities inside the 18 here for Southmoreland. Like the Mustangs, just haven't been able to really test McLay much, and Laurel Highlands hasn't been able to test DeWitt much. We've seen the defenders step up, plenty of block shots out there. This match still 0-0. Final 3 minutes of the first half. Lucas trying to reset. Rodriguez stepping in there. Lucas again. A line drive sent forward. Knocked down. Over to Van Arnsdale. Low ball coming forward. Looking there for more. Cooper steps in. Sends it back to Lemansky. D'Amico on the line drive. Knocked down by Van Arnsdale. 2:14 left here in the first half. That one sails into open space. McLay out just to protect, just in case. Goes out of play. Be a goal kick. Evan will put it back down. I mentioned the 3 soccer matches on the way this week. We'll also have Mustang football against Bell Vernon. Soccer team plays Bell Vernon on Thursday. Football team travels to Bell Vernon on Friday. Here's Nico Johns trying to come inside. He can poke back out. It'll be Tony Hanul and Rick Frank on the call for you on the South Union Township Sports Network on Friday night. Tony stepping in for Gary Frankhauser as Cooper collides there with Colin McCoy. Call Tony the unofficial mayor of Hopwood. No, he's looking forward to Friday night. Mustang football team looking for their first win of the season. Won't get any easier against Bell Vernon. Of course, the Leps coming off a loss against TJ in one of the premier games around the WPIAL this past Friday. Lucas sending it high and wide on the far side, intended there for Joey Lemansky as we go under a minute left here in the first half. Hickle, a little header there for the Mustangs, heads it forward to himself. Final 45 seconds. Mustangs looking for a late rush. Phillips down to Lemansky. Joey Lemansky over to Colby Livingston. Livingston top of the box. Look out, Colby Livingston. Pretty move and right on goal. What a save there from Alex DeWitt. We mentioned they haven't tested DeWitt much tonight. Well, Colby certainly tested him there, and DeWitt standing up to the test. Match still scoreless. Final 20 seconds of the first half. What a blast there from Livingston. And DeWitt said no. Late corner kick. Sent out in front again. Lobbed wide and then
10,
cleared out there
9,
by Brendan Mihal.
8,
Mustangs
7,
body
6,
it down from a distance.
5,
Jason Cooper right on goal. That was from about 40 yards out. So a little late surge from the Mustangs, but they still can't beat Alex DeWitt. And we've reached halftime.
Halftime here at Mustang Field.
Laurel Highlands and Southmoreland scoreless. We'll be back with a couple of halftime notes for you in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
The concession stand is open. Sneak on over to get something to eat or drink. Through a 10-minute intermission. It's all sponsored by the Laurel Highlands Boys Soccer Boosters. And a reminder to everyone, too, there's no smoking anywhere on the property here of Laurel Highlands.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Prime Rozak and Jerry Dupay back here at Mustang Field. Boys High School Soccer here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Scoreless between the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Southmoreland Scotties. Laurel Highlands getting a couple of late scoring opportunities. Colby Livingston a little break into the box in the final minute, but Alex DeWitt standing tall, and Jason Cooper and Jason Cooper even with a shot on goal from about 40 yards out in the final 10 seconds of the first half, but DeWitt saying no there as well. So Laurel Highlands and Southmoreland, both teams with some nice rushes, but no goals scored in the first half of this match. A reminder, if you're watching this game on Atlantic Broadband or Armstrong Cable, I'd like to let you know that South Union Township Sports Network games and programs are available online. It's easy to find. Just log on to youtube.com and search South Union Television, or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook for program updates. That's facebook.com/South Union TV. We mentioned the Laurel Highlands girls soccer team off to a 1-2 start. They fell on the road against Elizabeth Ford on Saturday last time out by a score of 2-0. The Mustang girls return to action tomorrow night against Uniontown, a game we'll bring you here on the South Union Township Sports Network. We'll see what transpires here in the second half between the Laurel Highlands boys and Southmoreland. Second half match action comes your way next here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Bond Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Important for people to know that we represent injured people to the best of our ability, and we've been successful doing that. And I don't say that to have people come to see us because we have been successful. I say that because it's true, and it's important.
Another important aspect is the experience that we have is local experience in the court system in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Just about set to go with the second half. Laurel Highlands and Southmoreland, both teams still looking for their first goal of the night. Colby Livingston will get things started here in the second half for the Mustangs, who will be working right to left. Waiting for the go-ahead from our officiating crew. It was Livingston who had a nice scoring opportunity for the Mustangs in the final minute of the first half. Laurel Highlands right in the middle of the pack in their conference right now at 1-1, still very early on in the season. Bell Vernon at 2-0, Albert Gallatin and Trinity, who defeated Laurel Highlands this past Thursday at 1-0. Ringgold also at 1-1, and Greensburg-Salem and Uniontown still looking for their first wins of the season. Same can be said for Southmoreland. You have Charleroi and Bet Center at 2-0, Waynesburg and Southmoreland at 1-1, Brownsville and Washington at 0-1, and Yock at 0-2 in Section 3 in 2A. If we would remain tied after regulation, they would play 2 10-minute overtime sessions, even for this non-conference match. Second half is underway as Oliveras tries to come forward, but Tyler Dunn steps in for Southmoreland, lobbed high on the far side. Southmoreland trying to create something into the Laurel Highlands zone before Matto goes down, and Oliveras finds the loose ball there. Forward to Colby Livingston. Livingston battling there with Jake Van Arnsdale. Livingston still staying with it. Steps back around Jake. Looks for the cross. Knocked down there by Oliveras. And now looking to clear is Hunter Fletcher. Oliveras trying to get it back. Side of the box. Van Arnsdale steps in. Livingston back on the ball. Look out. Here's Colby Livingston firing and scoring. So Colby Livingston, 50 seconds into the second half, puts the Mustangs on the board 1-0. And we're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
7, Colby Livingston.
What a blast there from Colby Livingston, getting his team-leading 4th goal of the season for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. And it took a while, and Livingston really seemed to turn it into another gear late in that first half. Staying out of here to start the second half. Mustangs strike first, leading 1-0. Now looking for another one. A little chip there, just going wide. And out of play. Be a goal kick here for Alec DeWitt. Another nice sunset here at Mustang Field. In the distance. Oliveras trying to play hacky sack with it there. Battling in with the freshman Harry Radcliffe. Kind of got hip checked by Jake Van Arnsdale. I'm going to call the foul on Radcliffe. Seemed like to me Van Arnsdale initiated the contact. Not in the eyes of the official. So a free kick here for Van Arnsdale. Seeing it off the body of Rodriguez. Skies it high. And had a play here on the near side. Carson Seaman, who the Mustangs have had on the back line tonight, been a little quiet. I think the Mustangs like that if you have him as a defender. Seaman came in 2 goals, 2 assists on the season. With Joey Lemansky back for the match and Ian Hamilton out. I think the Mustangs trying to shore things up on the back line. Without Hamilton, Seaman taking that spot. Here's Livingston forward again, looking there for Matt Lucas. Another nice run for the Mustangs. Lucas trying to step in on the breakup there. Van Arnsdale again. Mustangs still buzzing. Lemansky back to Livingston. Livingston, side of the box, crosses out in front, one behind Oliveras. Laurel Highlands able to chase it back down. Radcliffe on the reset again. Back to Phillips. Forward to Oliveras. Oliveras off to his right. Down again to Radcliffe. Radcliffe in the corner trying to pull it back off of Formato. Nice little run here from Radcliffe. And Formato, since it out of play, will be a corner kick here for the Mustangs. So Laurel Highlands trying to finish this one off here in the opening minutes of the second half. Already a goal from Colby Livingston. Now looking for an insurance goal as Radcliffe line into the box, goes over Lucas. And on the near side, Lemansky couldn't knock it down. Goes to the corner flag where the Scotties clear the zone for now. Down to Jason Cooper. Sent off low there again to Carson Seaman. Try to sidestep for Mato and a foul call. Check that. That was Colin McCoy. Nonetheless, foul called here on the Scotties. Free kick here for Seaman and the Mustangs from 40 yards out. Here we go. Seaman, high lob here. Little header into the back of the net. I think it was Oliveris. No, Matt Phillips. Or was it Oliveris? It was Oliveris. Oliveris on the goal, so give Seaman the assist. Oliveris on the goal. 2-0 Mustangs, 36:03 left here in the second half. We're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Laurel Highlands goal number 1, Manuel Oliveris.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
2-0 now. Laurel Highlands leading Southmoreland. Goals from Colby Livingston and Manuel Oliveris here in the second half. For Oliveris, that's his third goal of the season. Give an assist to Carson Seaman. Third assist for Seaman this year. And the Mustangs a little cushion now, up 2 after a scoreless first half. Matt Phillips turns back here to Matt Lucas. Lucas, a little touchdown. Look out, Mustangs looking for more. Harry Radcliffe into the box. Radcliffe stopping, far side. Radcliffe looking for room on that far boundary. Lost out of play here for a Southmoreland goal kick. So the Mustangs increasing their tempo, increasing the pressure. It's resulted in 2 goals here in the opening 5 minutes of the second half. Laurel Highlands has controlled possession time here to start the second half as well. Been hard for Southmoreland to sniff the ball as of late. They do get a touch here on a little knockdown to Colin McCoy. McCoy down the near boundary on the lob on his horses. Brandon Mihal. He's going to need a Formula 1 car to catch up on that one. As Evan McLay settles it down. Over to Matt Phillips. Near side again to Seaman. Gets around McCoy. Down to Lemansky on the far boundary. Or near boundary, excuse me. Back again to Matt Phillips. Now Lucas. Lob down on the near side over Livingston. Seaman playing up the field a little more now. It was over his head and out of play. Throw in here for the Scotties. Taken there by Barnhart. Lobbed into Kinter. Through center to Rodriguez. Radcliffe on his shoulder. Rodriguez again. Touch there for Mihal. Seaman on the turn back to Phillips. Lucas tried to heel it back, but Rodriguez steps in. Low ball intended there for Mihal. Played back by the Mustangs. Misplay there from Radcliffe to Phillips. Intercepted again by Kinter. Going low again up to Mihal. Fronted there by Seaman. Lemansky helps out. Back to McCoy. Tries to wind in between defenders. Cooper again on the clear out. Was looking for Oliveris. He was the closest in the vicinity. McCoy playing it back to Fletcher. And now Fletcher to DeWitt. And the keeper out on the far side. Formato. Back to DeWitt again. High lob there from Alex. Headed by Phillips. A little pressure there again from Radcliffe. Van Arnsdale defending. Radcliffe battling. And they go to the corner and ruled out of play. Might have got Radcliffe for a push. And we'll have a change here on the Southmoreland side.
Re-entry for Southmoreland, number 7, Tyler Dunn.
And Dunn back into the match. Just ruled out of play, so no foul, just a throw-in. Into Rodriguez. Rodriguez and Dunn both have plenty of size out there for the Scotties. look very similar with the single-digit numbers, 3 and 7 respectively. Steal here from Livingston, looking for number 2, fires and scores. Livingston from the top of the 18. Sent it high and over the left shoulder of Alex DeWitt into the back of the net for Livingston. That's his second of the night, 5th of the season. 3-0 Mustangs. 32:03 left here in the second half. We're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives, and the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, specialists in digestive health. Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety. For colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies, painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Doctors Ruthhart, Calabrese, Stokes, SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
What a stretch here for Laurel Highlands. 3 goals in the opening 7:53 of the second half. 2 from Colby Livingston. 1 for Manuel Oliveras. Carson Seaman has an assist. That was just a little pocket pick there from Colby Livingston. Once he found the loose ball, I think he took the shot from about 15 or 16 yards out. And DeWitt had no chance. Seaman on the head to Phillips, down to Lemansky. Up again to Colby Livingston. Great ball movement out of the Mustangs. Up to Matt Lucas on the run ahead, and the Scotties just have to take the safe route again. Van Arnsdale sending it out of play, and Laurel Highlands looking like a different team here in the second half.
Into the game for Laurel Highlands, number 21, Chris Kuzier.
Chris Kuzier now enters the match, replacing Carson D'Amico. Here's Lucas. Matt Lucas, another nice run for Laurel Highlands, looking for a cross. Lucas stays with it. Lucas still battling inside the box. Scotty's trying to clear. Matt Phillips knocks it down. Look out, Phillips, top of the box, sends it high. Phillips taking that shot from about 22 yards out. Mustangs up 3-0 over Southmoreland. 30-35 left in regulation time. Mustangs looking to move a game above 500, 3-2 overall if they can hang on here today. Remain 1-1 in the conference with another tough match coming up on Thursday against Bell Vernon. This ball going down intended for Tyler Dunn, played there by McLay, over to Carson Seaman. Off to Jason Cooper. Again, the Mustangs minus Ian Hamilton tonight. Red card in the last match on Thursday against Trinity. Second red card the Mustangs have had this season. Matt Lucas had a red card, I believe, in the Altoona match. Had to miss the match against Uniontown. Phillips, low ball, knocked down there by Hunter Fletcher. Back on to Carson Seaman. Phillips is there. Nice little play there around Colin McCoy. Down to Joey Lemansky. Well, give and go. Attempted there with Seaman. Broken up again by the Scotties. Played back to Lucas. Lucas steps up with a low line drive, trying to create a little action. Does just that. Ball pinballing around inside the box. Stepping up there, Van Arnsdale looking for a clear out. And the Scotties another little poke ahead. Hickle a little misplay. Noah Kinter finds the loose ball there for Southmoreland. 29:05 left in regulation time as Kinter breaks back. Slide tackle there defensively. Nice little breakup. That's Chris Kuzier just entered the match. And the Mustangs' defense has been solid here in the second half. It's been tough to see the Scotties even sniff out any scoring opportunities. Lemansky again. You can really tell he's matured in the offseason. Over to Seaman. Lemansky saw some starts as a freshman. There's Seaman again. Low ball to Livingston. Livingston back in the box looking for the HT. Livingston breaking. Ball deflected out in front. And now a player down in the box. What do we got? Oliveras went down, and I think we might have a penalty kick. Oliveras pulled down in the box, and the Mustangs will have a penalty kick as Oliveras was obstructed on the play. So the clock now stopped, 28-13 left here in the second half. Oliveras an opportunity to pick up his second of the night. Take this one from 12 yards out. Oliveras against DeWitt. Here we go. Oliveras on the PK. Sends it into the back of the net. DeWitt moved off to his right. Oliveras sent it off to his left. And it's 4-0.
Number 1, Manuel.
Laurel Highlands over Southmoreland. 28-13 left here in the second half. We're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920, the area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. And call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company. Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Now 4-0, Laurel Highlands over Southmoreland. The Mustangs have scored 4 goals here in the opening 11 minutes and 47 seconds of the second half. 2 from Manuel Oliveras, 2 from Colby Livingston. For Oliveras, that's now 4 goals on the season. Livingston with his pair. He now has 5. And after a nip and tuck first half, Laurel Highlands leaving no doubts here in the second half with a 4-0 lead. Now trying to close it out. One thing they'd like to get is a clean sheet for their keeper, Evan McLay, who's yet to have one this year. Mustang 2 wins have been by scores of 4-3 and 7-2. You'd like to keep the Scotties off the scoreboard tonight. Another send ahead, looking here for Harry Radcliffe. Radcliffe looking for his first varsity goal. Maybe he can get it here in the final 27 minutes. You're also going to have Livingston and Oliveras out there looking for hat tricks. The Scotties looking to get back into the match, but this has been a totally different second half. What we saw in the first half, totally controlled here in the opening 13 minutes plus by Laurel Highlands. Lemansky unable to keep that one in play. And Joey hasn't seemed hindered too much with that cast on his left arm. Has done a nice job here tonight getting the starts in the midfield for the Mustangs. Radcliffe losing the ball there. Scotties get on it. 3-on-3 if they hurry. But again, broken up defensively. That time, Patrick Hickle stepping in. Now Matt Lucas down again to Lemansky. Lemansky touch ahead. Livingston looking for the hat trick. Colby pulling back. Over to Joey again. Lob on the far side. Oliveras in the vicinity. Manuel will track it down. Plays it back. Over to Colby. Got poked from behind. Colby trying to regain. Seaman trying to step in. Mustang still with it. Carson Seaman trying to fight off the double team. Unable to keep it alive there. Scotties get the ball back momentarily. Another old touchback from Chris Kuzier. Both Kuzier and Hickle on the back line for the Mustangs, along with Jason Cooper right now. Up again to Colby Livingston. Seaman trying to come forward. Broken up there, by Noah Kinter. Kinter on the run ahead. Down to Brendan Moore. Moore on the backside, fronted there by Kuzier. Moore breaking into the box. Look out, Moore, a little chip. McLay got a piece of it. Ball still loose. Cooper looking for the clear, couldn't find it. Headed there by Matthew John, and finally broken up by the Mustangs. Jason Cooper coming back. Cooper with John on his shoulder coming forward, and stepping in there, Kevin Barnhart trying to win it back for the Scotties. Another little slide tackle up there, Seaman. Upended John, we play on. Lemansky forward to Livingston. Look out, Colby Livingston breaking back. He's put the burners on, coming forward, looking for the cross, and knocked out a play there by Jake Van Arnsdale. Colby just stepping up into another gear on that run ahead. And Van Arnsdale finally able to slow him down, poking it out of play, but the Mustangs with another corner kick. 24:39 left on a running clock here in the second half. Mustangs go quickly, headed out in front there by Oliveras. Going wide, Lucas able to keep possession, wins it back. Down the far line, another cross out in front, goal wide open, and somehow covered by DeWitt. You would see him on the initial touchdown, had the near post open, went far side. It was almost an own goal off of a Scotties defender, and somehow DeWitt found the loose ball. Very close to a 5-0 lead for Laurel Highlands. Here's Seaman again, blasting from a distance, and a little one-hopper into DeWitt again. Like to see another look at that last one. Wow. Laurel Highlands oh so close to making it 5-0. And Seaman just chose the wrong side. Radcliffe on the run back. Ball goes out of play. You throw in here for Austin Cummins and the Scotties. And they're going to allow some substitutions to check in.
Re-entry for Laurel Highlands, number 10, Brendan Marzano.
Marzano back in on the Laurel Highlands side, along with Nico Johns.
Into the game for Southmoreland, number 5, Tyler Rowlandson.
And Tyler Rowlandson seeing his first match action of the night for the Scotties. Junior, they have him listed as a forward. As we've seen tonight, those positions on the Southmoreland side really haven't meant too much. Worked out a play. Johns on the quick throw-in. Into Matt Lucas. Played forward again by Van Arnsdale. Barnhart in the low ball going through. Brendan Moore. Mustangs finding possession again. Seaman on the touch. Over to Patrick Hickle. As Johns battles Noah Kinter. Jason Cooper goes high on the far side. Again, rolling out of play. Van Arnsdale on the quick reset. Touchdown by Lucas. That one going off of Southmoreland and out. Daniel Grimm fired back in, and now Mustang goes down on the play. Getting helped up. Intended there for Nico Johns. Noah Kinter battling Carson Seaman. Off to Barnhart. Now Kinter again. Deflected off to Tyler Rowlandson. And over to Nico Johns there for the Mustangs. Low ball, Oliveris turning it on, but scooped up there by Alex DeWitts. Brian Rozak alongside Jerry Dupay. Nice to have you along with us here on the South Union Township Sports Network for high school boys soccer. 5th match of the season for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs boys team. Also the 5th match of the year for the Scotties. Laurel Highlands well on their way to going back above 500 overall. Enter the match at 2-2 overall.
For Laurel Highlands, number 13, Carson D'Amico.
Carson D'Amico now back in for the Mustangs.
Southmoreland, number 8, Logan Andrews.
Logan Andrews entering for Southmoreland as both of these teams using their bench a little bit with the score at 4-0 right now. Laurel Highlands over Southmoreland. Colby Livingston trying to create some space for himself. Again, looking for the hat trick. Played back and fanning on that shot. Mustangs missing on a scoring opportunity there. And ball cleared out. As Brendan Marzano missed on that last opportunity for the Mustangs. Here's Seaman trying to send it off on the near side. Touch there by D'Amico. Off to Johns. Back to D'Amico again on the give and go. D'Amico down the near boundary. Barnhart there for Southmoreland. Sent forward to Tyler Rowlandson. Met there by Jason Cooper, knocked out of play. We mentioned the Scotties coming off an 8-10 season last year. Got blanked by South Park 3-0 in the first round of the WPIAL playoffs. That game was played at Bell Vernon High School. Missed the playoffs back in 2017, going 5-12-1.
Game for the Scotties, number 16, Ryan Franzek.
He lost in the first round of Shady Side Academy after going 8-10-1 in 2016. Missed the playoffs after a 10-6 season in 2015. And then we mentioned the first round exit against Laurel Highlands in 2014. Mustangs blanking the Scotties 4-0, a game played at Norwin High School. So it's been the even years that have been good years for the Scotties as far as getting into the WPIAL playoffs. Unfortunately for them, it's an odd year this year, trying to reverse the trend and get back to the WPIAL playoffs in back-to-back years. Laurel Highlands well on their way to picking up their 4th straight win in this series over Southmoreland. Defeated the Scotties 4-0 last year, 10-0 last time they played here at Laurel Highlands High School back in 2017. Also won a 2-1 game at Southmoreland in 2016, but here at Laurel Highlands in 2015, it was the Scotties got the best of the Mustangs 2-1, and we mentioned that Laurel Highlands 4-0 playoff win over Southmoreland back in 2014. Schools separated by about 25-30 minutes. Makes for easy travel. And you see Laurel Highlands and Southmoreland, especially in sports when they're not in the same conference, try to schedule one another non-conference games quite frequently. Oliveira's coming forward. Livingston again. Livingston on the spin ahead. Livingston back into the box, trying to stay with it. Off to Nico Johns. Johns a little poke back. And the Scotties with another attempted clear out that goes off of Carson Seaman before heading out of play. So it will be Southmoreland's throw-in on a 17:30 left here in the second half. Mentioned the games around the Mustangs conference tonight. Down in 2A, Charleroi played Beth Center for an afternoon contest today. Wash High at Waynesburg, Yock at Brownsville. This is only one of 4 non-conference games being played tonight around the WPIAL, mainly teams that have an odd number of teams in their conference, thus not scheduled to play conference games on this Tuesday night. In one of the games that we'll have our eye on the final score in, the Albert Gallatin Ringgold game tonight. And Albert Gallatin entered the night through 4 matches, 4-0 on the season without yielding a goal. We'll see if that changes tonight against a Ringgold team that seems like year in and year out a very solid program. Here's Johns again trying to come free inside the box. Ball go out of play. And there's Alex DeWitt taking another goal kick. Low ball coming forward there through Oliveris. Austin Cummings on the backside defending. Mustang throwing. Chris Kuzier to take it. 15:49 left here in the second half. They get into Colby Livingston. Cleared out again by the Scotties. Off the body there of Patrick Hickle and outs. We'll see another change. This time on the Southmoreland side.
Number 13, Nicholas Kinney.
As Nicholas Kinney will see his first match action of the night. Scotty's back on it. Low ball there from Van Arnsdale. Forward here to Kinter. Noah Kinter got around Jason Cooper. Slowed down there by Patrick Hickles. Now Chris Kuzier steps in defensively for the Mustangs. Final 15 minutes of this second half. A little poke going through Seaman. Scotty's again resets. Back to Kuzier. Oliveira says thank you very much, but sends it behind Daniel Grimm, who resets. Marzano on the lob, out of play, and the Mustangs set to make another trio of substitutions with 14:35 left here in the second half. If you're with us in the first half, you saw a scoreless first half. Quite a difference here in the second half. The Mustangs scoring 4 goals in the opening 11 minutes and 47 seconds. 2 from Manuel Oliveris, 2 from Colby Livingston. Carson Seaman picking up an assist on the first Oliveris goal off of a corner kick. Mustangs have to keep the same pressure, tempo, chemistry, and pace that we've seen here in the second half tonight. On Thursday against the Bell Vernon Leopards, we're 5-0. Entering match day today. A little play back there from D'Amico to Evan McAlay, and McAlay 13:33 away from posting his first ever varsity clean sheet in goal for the Mustangs. Send ahead here for Colby Livingston. Back line's been solid tonight. Cooper, D'Amico, Hickle, Seaman. With having Seaman back there, he's so versatile. You can cheat him up some when you have him on the back line. Again, replacing Hamilton tonight. Feel confident about the other three, and there's Seaman trying to slice his way between defenders. Got pulled down on the play. And a free kick here for the Mustangs. Seaman to tee it up. About 31 yards out. Laurel Highlands looking for a 5-0 lead. Seaman, good blast there, but sends it high and wide. It'll be a goal kick here for Alex DeWitt and the Southmoreland Scotties.
3 entries for Laurel Highlands. Number 3.
Mustangs bring Joey Lemansky back into the match.
Phillips.
Along with Matt Phillips.
Number 14, Dan Myers. Number 16.
Dan Myers also back in. So is Matt Lucas and Harry Radcliffe. So the Mustangs making 5 changes. Final 12 minutes of this non-conference match. On many of your Mustang schedules, there was a match showing Laurel Highlands playing South Park tomorrow. That one has been canceled. A wise move to take that one off the schedule with another conference match looming on Thursday against Bell Vernon. Another little cross into the box. Phillips was there, but unable to poke it home. A little clear out now. Collision top of the box there as Dan Myers collided with a Scotty defender. And once again, Southmoreland blasts it back to center. Going off the body there of Chris Kuzier. After tonight, the Mustangs just 3 non-conference games left. They're scheduled to host Charleroi here on the 25th of September. Also host Hempfield on October the 10th and travel to Connellsville on October the 14th. So Mustangs still sprinkling in a couple of those non-conference games throughout the course of the conference season. We mentioned Charleroi playing in the same conference as Southmoreland, and they're off to a nice start, 2-0 overall, 2-0 in conference play. Should be another good test for the Mustangs. And, of course, Hempfield playing in the WPIAL's largest classification, 4A here in boys soccer, 4 classification system, unlike football, which has 6 classes. And Connellsville, who was actually ranked by many publications in the top 5 to start the season, also another 4A program. The Mustangs are hoping that's a playoff tune-up. Final regular season game of the year at Connellsville. We'll see what happens the rest of the conference season. Again, just a very small sampling size at this point. Mustangs 1-1 in conference play, 7-2 win over Uniontown, 4-0 loss at Trinity. It's always fun to see the Bell Vernon Leopards and Laurel Highlands Mustangs get together, especially when it comes to boys soccer. Another nice ball forward here. Look out. Matt Lucas into the box. A little blast and a diving save there from Alex DeWitt. I think Lucas was able to get quite the pace on that shot he wanted to. And DeWitt making a nice save. Now, there was a game on the calendar to get up for the Mustangs. It would be Bell Vernon here at home on Friday nights. The Mustangs better be ready, because if they're not, Leopards will put on a clinic. And Lucas got upended and then I think tried to extend the legs there on Hunter Fletcher. But the initial foul was called there on Fletcher, so it will be a free kick here for the Mustangs. Lemansky to take it. Now he'll send off to teammate Matt Lucas. And from a pretty good spot here, they're going to have to back up that wall. Not 10 yards back yet. They need a little more room there. Back them up, guys. Back them up. Here on the football field, you can kind of get a good taste for the yardage. You know, it's from 22 yards out, so they have to be back to the 2-yard line. Taken from the 12, a little sidewinder on a line going right to DeWitt. All drawn up, though, by Lucas, trying to bend it around the wall. Must have misplay there from D'Amico. Saved there by Hickel. Mustangs 8 minutes away from getting a clean sheet for Evan McClay. Barnhart coming forward. Barnhart, some nice moves. Low ball ahead. Ryan Franzik on it. Franzik into the box and able to generate a shot. That was last touch by the Mustangs going out, so it will be a corner kick here for Southmoreland as they bring Owen McKnight into the match. McKnight also with good size. Noah Kinter will take this corner kick. Kinter, high lob near post. Goes all the way through. D'Amico defending the near post off of Southmoreland and out. Another Mustang goal kick. I mentioned the Mustangs and the Leopards getting together on Thursday. They'll get together on Friday as well. High school football at Bell Vernon High School here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Tony Hanola and Rick Frank will bring you all of the action. Tony filling in for Gary Frankhauser this week. Lucas down the near side. Here's Matt Lucas on the cross. Mustangs unable to finish. Had two players in the vicinity. I think it was Johns and Myers. Neither one could send it home. Kujar on the reset. Phillips trying to step in. 6:09 to play. Ryan Franzik coming back there for Southmoreland. A little touch there from McCoy. Mustangs haven't given the Scotties that much room to operate, especially here in the second half. Nico Johns stepping up there defensively for the Mustangs. This one goes right to Matt Lucas. Mustangs set it up again. A little chip ahead. Able to get through. Both Oliveras and Livingston, I believe, on the bench for the Mustangs will probably be on the pine the rest of the way. Southmoreland looks for a late scoring opportunity, and the clear out taken that time by Hickel. So they will not have an opportunity to get their hat trick in this game. Very smart, I think, though, for head coach Jerry Rogers, assistant Jerry Rogers Jr. Keep Oliveras and Livingston on the bench here for the final 5:06. Don't want to risk an injury in a non-conference game that's 4-0. Or even a possible carding situation over something silly. Another low ball going down on the far side to Matt Lucas. Lucas back into the box. Lucas fires. Goes off of Alec DeWitt and out of play. Lucas going low that time. 4:41 to play. Corner kick here for the Mustangs. Another trio of substitutions.
Re-entry for Laurel Highlands, number 17, Daniel Grimm. Into the game for Laurel Highlands, number 27, Josh Proud.
And it's Grimm, Proud.
34, Dante Capuzzi.
And Capuzzi checking in. Proud did have a goal, I believe, against Uniontown. Radcliffe to take it. Blasted into the side of the goal. Look at the updated goal totals for the Mustangs after tonight. Oliveras now with 4 on the season. Livingston now with 5. And Seaman now with 3 assists to go along with his 2 goals. And the Seaman assist occurred on the first Oliveras goal, and we'll have to double check and see if there's other assists granted once they review the film on Livingston's first and second goals. I don't believe the second one will get an assist on. It was a clean steal from Colby near the top of the box. And, of course, Oliveras on the penalty kick, no assist will be granted there. Final 3:53. Collision there between McKnight and Radcliffe. Radcliffe's going to be a good player, only a freshman. Been starting all season for the Mustangs. He'll take a free kick here from 30 yards out. And wearing the number that Eli Mitchell wore here at Laurel Highlands, 25. Nice high boot here, just over the crossbar and out. 3:15 to play. Our next match here on the South Union Township Sports Network, girls action, Uniontown and Laurel Highlands. Uniontown girls team much improved this year. Watch for a good match between those two schools on Wednesday night. And then the Laurel Highlands boys in Bell Vernon here on the pitch on Thursday. 2:48 to play. Johns lobbing back in here again to D'Amico. Omansky back to Johns. And that one goes over the near boundary and out. There's a little lob down. Johns touch back, Omansky. Angled on the far side, going all the way off there to Dan Myers. Fighting Nicholas Kenny for the ball. Kenny will take the throw in. 2:04 to play. Radcliffe will touch back. Looking there for Johns. There's Kinter. And deflected down by Marzano. 1:42 to play. And the Mustangs scoring all four of their goals tonight in the opening 12 minutes of the second half. Dante Capuzzi, a little lob. Grimm looking to play it. Sent out a play off of Colin McCoy. No, check that off of Laurel Highlands and I thought McCoy was the last to touch it. 75 seconds left in this match. Bodied down there again by Hickel. A scoring surge coming out of the locker room. The Mustangs, the difference here tonight as we go under a minute left. Johns partially blocked back to Joey Lemansky. Lemansky lobbing it off to his right, off the body there of Daniel Grimm. Trying to chase it down as Dan Myers. Played back to Nicholas Kenny for Southmoreland. Looks like Evan McLay, 45 seconds away from getting his first ever varsity clean sheet. Looking for the shutout here against the Scotties. Lemansky coming forward. A little give and go. Ball actually hits the flag, goes right for a goal kick. See if the Scotties look for one last surge here, trying to get a goal to avoid the shutout. 18 seconds left. To it on a little line drive, goes right off of Harry Radcliffe. Touched ahead there by Hunter Fletcher.
10, 9.
That'll just about do it. Marzano coming forward.
5,
Final 5 seconds. Laurel Highlands will improve to 3-2 overall. Southmoreland drops to 1-4. Your final score, Laurel Highlands 4 and Southmoreland nothing. 2 goals from Colby Livingston, 2 for Emmanuel Oliveras, and assist from Carson Seaman. Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay. Again, your final score, Laurel Highlands 4 and Southmoreland nothing. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation.